It's a process. I give it time and it give me back progress. Now I'm just trying to be honest and profit off of cutting through all the nonsense. Sick of the straw man, go all in, man, they can never stay on topic. Being dumb don't leave you with many options. Come on, let's be honest, bro, I leave them in shock. They just mad, I'm the cream of the crop.
What's up, everybody? I'm Skullz, and today we're going to be checking out Tool, Wings for Marie Part 1, and then we're going to go into 10,000 Days. Now, I've read some comments about Maynard's mom. I know this song is about Maynard's mom. I know this album came out after she passed away, but other than that, I don't know what the song is about. Knowing what I know about Maynard, I imagine this is a way of him honoring her memory, especially after the last song, Jambi. I really get the impression off of Jambi that Maynard's mom really kept him grounded, especially after finding all the success that Tool has found. There's so many opportunities to become like a megalomaniac and lose the correct, humble self-image that you should strive for when people are putting you up on a pedestal constantly. And honestly, considering his mom's condition too, I imagine that would be a constant reminder of your mortality. We're all here just for a little bit, and we gotta do what we can. We gotta leave a good mark, leave behind something good for other people, the people we love, the people we care about, and just our fellow humans. I don't even remember where I was going with that when I started, but yeah, no, just a little rant. But I was absolutely right about Jambi, and I didn't even realize to the extent I would be right about Jambi. That song was a grower. First time I heard it, it was just very complex, and it was definitely one of the more difficult first listens from Tool's catalog. But oh my god, dude, after a few listens, that has got to be one of my favorite Tool songs. The way it flows, it just reminds me of Prison Sex. The song Prison Sex. Let's keep it in context. But with more layers of complexity from the band. Don't get me wrong, Prison Sex was complicated, but like anyone evolving and growing up, Tool has shown their evolution. And at the point where we started and at the point where we're at, things are much more complex. But yeah, I just wanted to say that in terms of Jambi because I felt like that song really grew on me really quickly. But anyways, we're gonna hop into this. But first, if you're new here, consider hitting the like button, the subscribe button, the notification bell. Helps the channel grow, helps the video reach more people, and I appreciate it a lot. What a mood they're setting so far. Even the way the guitar is mixed, it almost sounds like a pendulum swinging. Or not even like a pendulum, but like the metronome pendulums. And I feel like that's really evoking the concept of time. They've done that with the song Patient too, where I felt like throughout their discography, they've created this motif where Adam creates this vibe of the clock ticking. They always get the themes right with these songs. I mean, part 2 is literally called 10,000 Days. That's a lot of time. But I really love the sound of this so far. All the tones are great. And are they doing the Gregorian chant again? It sounds like it anyways. These chord changes are beautiful. Now the guitar is sounding to me like there's a real panic and anxiety going on. It's like scurrying, and it almost feels like you're wandering in the dark. I can't even really explain why I get that vibe, but it almost feels like you're in a tomb. But I'm gonna go over the lyrics since I know where I am now. So the intro, you believed. You believed in movements none could see. You believed in me. I already know this song's gonna get me, dude. I'm calling it right now. For those who don't know, I've lost a parent, and this is probably gonna cut pretty close to the bone. No one has faith in you like your parents. Cherish them while they're here. All right, verse 1. A passionate spirit, uncompromised, boundless and open. A light in your eyes, then immobilized. So that verse really sums up the way she lived and the way she died. She sounded like she was very open-minded, and it sounds like she was a woman of faith. I know that she was religious. See, that's the beautiful thing about religion. I wouldn't describe myself as religious, but I would describe myself as spiritual. When you practice faith, I believe that you grow a capacity to see the potential in people, because a lot of people are underdeveloped. But if you have faith in them, it helps them realize that they're capable of more and that they can do more. And I think when you have faith in others, that doesn't cripple their courage, because when people are signaling to you that they see something in you that's not realized, the future looks brighter. And I really don't think people understand the power of that. But all right, then the refrain, broken, fell at the hands of those movements that I wouldn't see. Yet it was you who prayed for me. So what have I done to be a son to an angel? What have I done to be worthy? So I'm reading the first verse too, and when he says a light in your eyes, then immobilized, I think he's describing what happened to her. I believe it was an aneurysm, and I love how he did that because it can be interpreted in both ways. Probably meant to be both, knowing Maynard. And I noticed that he's using movement a lot in this song so far. Even the beginning, you believed in movements none could see. But when he says, so what have I done to be a son to an angel? What have I done to be worthy? That's a particularly sad line to me, because when you understand that people aren't inherently good, which I believe we discussed in Vicarious, you understand that kindness is a choice. And that was something in Lateralis that he really went into, is that life is beautiful and that we can choose to look at it in a better way. But anyways, when you realize that it's a choice to be good, it's like, what did I do to deserve this mercy from life? It actually blows my mind how one small act of kindness can change the trajectory of your day, your week, your month, your year, the rest of your life even. And that's nothing short of a miracle. Sorry guys, this one's going to be a little bit harder for me to articulate myself well just because my emotional brain's kicking in. Let's finish up the lyrics. Daylight dims, leaving cold fluorescence. Difficult to see you in this light. Please forgive this selfish question, but what am I to say to all these ghouls tonight? She never told a lie. Well, might have told a lie, but never lived once. Didn't have a life, but surely saved one. See, I'm all right. Now it's time for us to let you go. Daylight dims, leaving cold fluorescence. That line really reminds me of a quote from a video game, actually, Wolfenstein 2. It just really stuck out to me. It was something like the warm quilt of daydreams stolen by the cold winds of reality. They were talking about two different things, but poetically, I think it's very similar. But daylight dimming, I mean, that's literally saying the day is ending. This is ending. The end of an era. This is going to be a time of recovery. I mean, sleep is recovery. And I might be lost in the darkness for a while. But I think the important takeaway from there is that, yeah, at night, that's when you rest and that's when you recover from the day. And it's such a mistake with our culture that we're just constantly consuming everything. Just consume, consume, consume. We don't absorb anything. And sometimes you need to step back and absorb and process and deal with stuff like this. There's no point in consuming all this if you don't do anything with it. But when he says that she never lived once, clearly it's because of what happened to her. She was immobilized. She wasn't able to live the life that she was meant to live. She wasn't able to see her own. She wasn't able to realize her own divinity. But in a way she did, just vicariously through Maynard. And man, this is only the first part.